This is ironclad, a forensic authentication gate for auto insurance claims. A fraudster can generate a smashed bumper or recycle a real photo from a settled claim, and a damage assessment model will happily score it. This gate decides whether a claim's evidence can be trusted before it is ever assessed or paid. 4 first notice of loss claims are waiting in the intake queue. Each can be verified on its own or all at once, and the results are benchmarked and sealed into an evidence certificate. The verdict on each claim is decided by code, not by a model's self-report. The first claim is a clean front collision, filed from an iPhone in Tampa. The packet carries the evidence photo, the claimant's own statement, the capture device, and the loss location and date. Every claim opens to this same forensic view. Verifying the evidence runs the claim through 9 stages: metadata extraction, provenance, reuse, pixel forensics, narrative consistency, and adversarial challenge, then the policy gate, and finally the evidence ledger. Each analyst advises, the gate alone decides. All 4 analysts agree, the challenger finds nothing to dispute, and the gate returns auto-proceed at a confidence of 0.97. This claim goes straight through to damage assessment, with a signed evidence receipt written to the ledger. The second claim is a diffusion-faked bumper, a synthetic image submitted as a real loss. Same packet, same forensic view. Verifying the evidence runs the identical pipeline. This time the pipeline flags the evidence. Provenance finds a generation marker and no camera sensor identity, and the pixel forensics station flags a synthetic artifact signature. The gate refers this claim to SIU for synthetic evidence at confidence 0.72 and stamps the photo flagged. Fraud is caught with the evidence attached. Opening the pixel forensics station shows its input and output. Note the label. This signal is simulated. It stands in for a learned generative artifact model, and it is marked simulated everywhere it appears, so no decision leans on a signal that is not yet real. The raw data behind the station is 1 click away. The hashes and the JSON output every stage produces. That trace is what turns a verdict into evidence a regulator or a court can recheck. The third claim is the one that matters most. This is a real camera photo, recycled from a prior settled claim. A lone deepfake detector clears it because the image genuinely is authentic. Watch what a cross-signal gate does with it. Provenance passes. Pixel forensics passes. On authenticity alone, this claim would proceed, but 2 other analysts flag it: reuse and narrative consistency. The reuse station holds the proof. A 256-bit perceptual hash of the image is searched against the prior claim's index, and it matches a settled claim from the same carrier at a Hamming distance of 0. Byte for byte the same photograph, filed twice. The gate refers this claim to SIU for recycled evidence, at confidence 0.96. A lone deepfake detector clears this. Cross-signal forensics catches it. This is the fraud that beats a single classifier, and it does not depend on the simulated signal at all. The full analysis shows all 4 analysts and the challenger. Provenance and pixel forensics read consistent. Reuse and narrative are flagged. The account describes side damage while the photo shows rear damage. The adversarial challenger tested both flags and both survived, so a legitimate claimant would not be falsely accused. Why this route lists the exact rules that fired, and the whole decision exports as a court-ready evidence record, JSON and HTML, with a NAIC and EU AI Act compliance mapping. Agents advise, code decides, and the decision is written down. The last claim is deliberately thin, a low-resolution image, partial metadata, and a vague statement that names no clear damage. This is the case that breaks naive automation. The pipeline runs. The narrative analyst is the only one to flag, and the image quality sits below the auto-clear floor with no capture location to corroborate the loss. So the gate abstains at confidence 0.50 and routes the claim to human review. There is not enough proof to clear it or to accuse anyone. It abstains instead of bluffing, which is exactly what a defensible system should do. 4 claims prove the shape of it. The benchmark runs the same gate across a fixed, labeled set of 120 synthetic claims, each traced through its full pipeline. On this constructed set, the routing is exact. Clean claims clear straight through. Every decision carries a verifiable audit record. No clean claim is wrongly accused, and fraud routing recall is a perfect 1.0. These are properties of a labeled benchmark, not an open-world guarantee. Here is the number that matters. 35 of these frauds carry no authenticity artifact at all because they are real photos, recycled or metadata spoofed. A single signal detector catches 0 of them. The cross-signal gate catches all 35. That coverage gap is the durable advantage, and it holds no matter how good the generators get. Back to the claims now, and to the last proof, the one that matters most in a courtroom, the chain of custody itself. One control verifies all 4 claims at once. Each streams through the same gate and settles on its own verdict: cleared, referred, and held for a human. Every verified claim was bound into an append-only, hash-chained evidence ledger. The certificate view lists all 4, each original sealed and each chain link intact. Verify chain recomputes every link and rehashes each original still on disk. Green means the evidence is sealed and the chain is intact. Right now, all 4 records check out. Now simulate a Gen AI enhancement or plain tampering on a cleared original. The first claim, the clean one that already passed. Verify the chain again. The rehash no longer matches the sealed original, so that row turns red. Altered, spoliation detected, and the whole chain reports broken. Tampering with claim evidence becomes visible and provable on screen. 4 claims, 4 honest outcomes: cleared, referred, and held for a human. Each one decided by code, proven by independent signals, and sealed into a chain of custody that survives a courtroom. That is the layer a single deepfake detector cannot provide. Authenticate the evidence before you assess the damage. This is what we build at Veriprajna, and if a fabricated or recycled claim would carry real cost, we would welcome a conversation. From Veriprajna, building true intelligence.